Ahi, champagne, citrine. Take a look. For the first time I am aware of, this material has hit the market. This is completely natural material. Completely natural Anahi champagne material. Natural citrine. It's got extraordinary champagne hues. You see those oranges? They're still researching this material to understand what is responsible. Why is this not that lemon zesty? Why is it almost that deeper saturation borderline? Look at those orange flashes coming out of this material. This is Anahi champagne citrine. I'm going to open the phone lines on this global debut. Good luck, good luck, good luck. This is Anahi champagne citrine. We have never brought this material. Yes. When I showed this to the design team, they said, look, gold, 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 every single time. We've got here a round, brilliant cut, 8mm gem. I don't have too many of these, by the way. Right now, I've got some sizes. Look at the quality of this material. So it reacts so extraordinarily because this is 100% natural material. See those orange flashes that are burning out of this citrine? That's why it's not like any other citrine that is heated to get that color. You end up with these secondary oranges, even flashes of pink. Secondary oranges and flashes of pink burning and smoldering out of this citrine. It's much more of a smoldering hue that you're getting from this single seam in the Anahi mine. Judith is there, a collector in Surrey is there, Christine is there, Heather's there, Anne, Sally, Anne. So many of the collectors who messaged in. Look at the fire you get from this material. I absolutely love it. Jake, it looks like a fancy yellow diamond. I know. It's extraordinary. It looks like a C4, C5 diamond. It's beautiful. I can't wait to get it. And this is a global first as far as I'm aware. It's the first time my Bolivian friends have told me about this seam in the Anahi mine. It's deeper. They were excavating more. They wanted to try and find another seam of ametrine. And instead they found, because the thermals get warmer and warmer as you descend into the mine, they found this seam of natural champagne citrine. I'd never heard of it before. I know you can, in theory, find natural citrine, but it's so rare. 99.9% of citrine on the planet is heated, and you really have to be so careful. I assume it's heated unless I know for a fact. Now, I have had a question earlier on when I was talking this with the team. Why didn't we set it into gold? Why didn't we set this into gold? Hang on. You've got this brand new discovery of a gem. It's a beautiful 8mm round, more than worthy of setting to gold. I'm going to tell you now, moving forward, we will be. Moving forward, you will see gold designs, because I love bringing you new gems in gold. But I also love bringing you something crazy as well. If I just set this into gold, there's no way I can start us off. And whenever you have a new gem, the big worry is it affordable? Can I actually get it? I can get excited about it, but can I actually acquire it? Rachel, we're not going to have many crashes in this one. Rachel, can you please kick us off at a price I'm more than happy to finish at? Not even £100. $69.99. Look at the fire. Remember that comment that said, look, this is like a natural yellow diamond, a natural champagne fancy diamond. Look at the fire. The dispersion you get from this. This is so atypical of a citrine. Normally with citrines, you get these lovely zesty lemons. The value for money for a brand new discovery. Normally there is a premium attached to these. I said, no, we're going to set this in silver. I want to start this as a collection that everyone can get excited about. We'll bring the gold later. Let's get everyone excited about this new discovery. Let's get opportunities galore for natural Anahi champagne citrine. This is exquisite. Look at the fire. You don't normally get this from a citrine. You get the zesty lemons, yeah, okay, but you don't get the secondary oranges. They're driven away by the heat treatment. You don't get that fire. The chemistry just doesn't allow for that to happen. This is all natural, unheated material, and that's why it's a real I know collectors and connoisseurs love it. Whenever you get a natural gem, you absolutely adore it. Let me show you one more time. I mean, you look at this. It's just... Come with me on this journey. I'm not even sure. Gemstones need light. Look at the return of light, even in shadow. And then I'm just going to bring that light in. Oh my goodness me, it's like liquid gold. But the thing is, I'm not finishing here. I am not finishing here. Rachel, I've got a big crash planned. I've got a big crash planned on this one. I want to give you that fair warning. Do you remember that last auction I just did? Oh, I love this. Yep, I need this. Thanks, Jay. That's from Rosemary in Gloucestershire. Rosemary, have you already got yours? Have you already got yours? Because I have a big crash planned. Hopefully what I've been showing you all show is the type of show we're trying to do tonight. Christine says, look, I love you set beautiful, unusual. Sorry, I can't talk tonight. Beautiful, unusual gems in silver. It's allowed me to buy some real beauties. Thank you so much. Christine, thank you. Thank you. You are the star tonight. This is why we do what we do, because exactly what you talk about, making luxury affordable. That's what I want to do. I want to bring you great value. And you've seen all night, I've tried to give you a little heads up when I'm doing something a little bit crazy. This is one of those times. This is your warning. In fact, so much so it's your warning. Can I have a 1-minute clock, please, Christy? I just want to, before the panic sets in, you've seen what type of show I'm planning tonight, right? You've seen it. We're bringing you top gems. We're bringing you top value. I'm trying to give you as much of a clue as I can. You like those weights? Just ignore the next 55 seconds for me. If you like waiting, wait a little bit longer. If you don't like waiting, now is the time to do it. I hope I'm earning your trust tonight. I've got something crazy planned on this one. Look, I think I'm already there, frankly. This is a 1.5 carat plus new discovery gem. We've gone and set it into sterling silver so that everyone can do this. I already have a full column of names committed to this one. We don't have too many chances, not at this kind of a carat weight. You've got 30 seconds. This is the time to go and do something about it. This is your time to go, do you know what, I'm going to act now, and then I can just watch those savings come in. Remember, everyone pays the final low closing price. Susan's just come in and gone, Jake, I've got my piece. If we could start with those successful first of all. And the reason is I want to find Susan. I love spot a name. We've got Martha who's buying 2. Martha, thank you for your trust. I will reward you, I promise you. We've got Rianne, we've got Hillary, we've got Jean, June, Denise, we've got Margaret. I just want to see that. Sandra in Worcestershire. We had Sandra, she trusted me. Can we show Sandra's message one more time? There's Sandra. Thank you, Jake. I've got my piece. Oh, sorry, Susan. Forgive me, Susan. Let's find Susan. I want to find Susan. She may have just fallen off the bottom. I think she's just fallen off the bottom of our thing. I will show you Susan in a moment's time. For Susan and for everyone else on this list, Rachel, $39.99. I'm not stopping at $49.99. What an arbitrary place to stop. $39.99. This is your chance right now for the latest gem discovery. I don't even want to bill it as a gem discovery in the sense that we don't know if we're going to have hours and hours of this material. It's from a single seam deep down in the Anahi mine. My friends in Bolivia, they know, look, what do I want to bring you? I want to bring you the new. I want to bring you the latest. I want to bring you exquisite. But what do I want to have myself? Natural gems, rare gems. They're the two things that they know personally. They're the ones that I'm buying. This is absolutely, oh my goodness. Look at this fire. Look at this fire. Can you see, tell me any member, and this is why I'm so excited about this, because the Gem Labs haven't got their hands on it yet, and they will. They're going to get their hands on this. They're going to deconstruct it. I love it. You know when those articles come out and they say, oh, well, it's because it's got this amount of this, and what that does is that means it's got more fire, and it's got a dispersion rate that's challenging that of a diamond. And the only thing better than reading that article and going, these guys publish it all the time. I'll tell you a little bit more about those in a minute. But these guys publish it all the time. They tell you, oh, you know, it's because it's got this particular element and that gives it more dispersion than a diamond, all those kind of things. I've read those articles and I've gone, oh, I want that gemstone. I'll tell you the feeling that is better than that. The feeling that's better than that is when you read the article and you're looking at this fire, and if we can, I really just want to study the outside of this. Think of it like the iris of an eye. Study these crown facets and look at the fire that you get out of this one. The fire is just beautiful. This dispersion, the feeling that you get when you read an article like that, and I will share the article with you, the feeling you get when you get an article like that and you go, oh yeah, it has got more fire than a diamond, and I know it's got more fire than a diamond because I'm wearing it. Because I'm wearing it. This is your chance to have that feeling. Look, we're just about to build our second column of names. I'll tell you what, the moment I complete my second column of names, let's quickly show it. The moment we complete our second column of names, I'm going to let you in on something else as well. We're only about 3 names away from that. Do you want to be the one who tips us over the edge? You can see here, every single name you see on this, by the way, is a genuine collector acquiring this latest discovery. There's Susan in Worcestershire. We've just found her. Right, we've completed 2 columns of names. Rachel, take 10% off, please. What's that? £4 off. $35.99. Rachel's going, Jake, there's no need. What are you doing this for? Why? Why? Because that's the kind of show we're doing tonight. I just want to have fun with you. Look, for me, this isn't one of those. Of course, we have to have them. We have to have those auctions where we do try and keep a little bit to keep the lights on. This isn't one of those auctions. This is one of those auctions where I go, look, my passion is natural gemstones. My passion is those rare gemstones. I want to share my passion. Let's get that passion out there. We're building up to our birthday, by the way. 20 years we've been serving you, and there are certain auctions. This is one of them where I say, thank you for the privilege of letting us serve you. I think $35.99 is an absolute thank you for the privilege of letting us serve you. This is an all-natural champagne citrine, the latest discovery from the Anahi mine, the deepest seam I am aware of that they have excavated. The deepest seam I'm aware of that they've excavated. And it's because they've gone deeper into that mine where you get that thermal activity coming up through the mine. Speculation. It is speculation. Let me be really clear there. It is speculation that's why this is not ametrine. This has no amethyst component. The natural thermal activity has completely naturally heated this gemstone, unlike 99.99% of citrines. Do you mind if I just pretend we're not here a moment? I just want to see the gem for me. I just want to. Oh my gosh! I'll stop being selfish. And then, as we just allow this gem a little bit of light to do what only it can do. Isn't this remarkable? If you have got, look, you've got 13 chances available. This is unlucky for some. It's unlucky for some. It's not yet unlucky for you. You can still do this. There are 12 genuine opportunities. I'm not going to say if you're the 12th caller it's yours, because somebody might multi-buy. A collector in York has done that. Eileen has done that. Martha's done it. Janet's done it. At $35.99 for a new discovery gem, this is an opportunity for you. And do you know what I'm going to say? Oh, here we go. Christine. Christine, I don't want to cause you pain. Please don't hurt yourself. She said, look, my jaw just hit the floor because we know, don't we? We know this. Should a new discovery be available and be highly affordable? Is it typical? It's not. Unless you, please argue with me, by the way. I love it when people message and argue with me. I don't want an argument for the sake of an argument, but if you disagree, let's have that conversation. This looks incredible set in silver, Jake. I've just got mine. Thank you. Here's Susan in Oxfordshire. Susan, thank you for your support over our years. Up to 20 years we've been serving you. It's stunning. Not seen anything like it. I can't wait for delivery. Let's find Rianne. Let's find Susan. Look, this many people can't be wrong. You've seen how many people are acquiring this opportunity. There's still a chance for you. It's all in size N to O. There are only 5 chances available, and we're looking for Rianne. Rianne is on this list. I have seen Rianne actually on this list already. We've seen so many of those messaging in. Thank you so much. I love interactive shows. I love it when you message in. Wonderful. Wonderful to see so many of our community acquiring this latest discovery. Well done all for taking part in that piece. Well done. I'm going to pass that over just there. Huge congratulations. Now, we are about to enter an Out of Burma event. Don't forget, in a little over an hour, I'm going to be introducing to a brand, well, he's not brand new, but he's brand new to us. A new designer, and how he's really pushed us out of even our comfort zone. This, for me, oh my goodness, I just love these. These are the most high couture, the most extraordinary suite of earrings I believe we've ever commissioned. I'm going to tell you all about the history of these and why they really are a historic moment in the history of us bringing you affordable luxury. What I've got right now, oh my gosh. Oh. I don't want to bring it. No, I don't want to bring it. 5 years ago, you might not know this if you're just tuning in or you're more relatively recent. We've been serving you for 20 years and we're excited to serve you for the next 20. It's our pleasure to do that as your family jeweler. 5 years ago, I got invited. I've been in this industry for nearly 15 years now. And 5 years ago, coming up to the 10th anniversary of my time in the industry, I was invited on a once-in-a-lifetime event. I was invited to the world-famous Magok Stone Tract. This is the site of the most extraordinary rubies on our planet. When we talk about the rubies that feature in the British crown jewels, those that were famously adorned our late Queen Elizabeth II, that continue to be enjoyed by our royal family today and will be for generations. I visited the very mine where those rubies were unearthed. And I want to share with you, in that specific mine, where I found the rubies that feature in this very piece. Take a look at the mine.
The lake behind me used to be one of the largest ruby mines in the region, at its height producing up to 70,000 carats a year. That sounds a lot, right? But our local guide has just explained to me, he was telling me the 70,000 carats because actually it's hardly anything. And when he explained why, I was blown away. Because of that 70,000 carats, just 5% were even good enough to cabochon grade. That means just 3,500 carats of the 70,000 carats could be made into cabochons. But more strikingly, he said it was only the top 0.5% that were worthy of faceting. So of a mine that is clearly so big geographically and producing 70,000 carats a year, just 350 carats would be worthy of setting into your jewellery. We've just emerged from a vein in one of the oldest ruby mines here in Magok. This ruby mine, and this vein in particular, has been bringing out beautiful, extra fine quality rubies for hundreds of years. I'm talking the rubies that feature in the British crown jewels, the kind of rubies that featured in the Maharajas of India's collections that now grace Christie's, Sotheby's and Bonhams, and hopefully after today, the kind of rubies that can be in your collection too.
What a trip. 5 years on. We cannot get this material anymore, unfortunately. And we'd have never known this at the time. We thought we were building connections there to bring you Burmese ruby for the long term. Since then, and I want to address this head on, since then, it looked at the time in 2019 like Burma and the Myanmar government were opening up to the international world. And as Westerners, we were the first Westerners on the ground to be able to go into the Magok Stone Tract and acquire some incredible material. The people were the most remarkable people I've ever met, and I'm still very good friends with a number of them. Unfortunately, since then, though, the political situation has infamously deteriorated. And I'm really proud to say that Gemporia will not support regimes that do not share the wealth of their people with those people. So I can tell you right now, we haven't acquired any Burmese ruby mined since that fateful visit in 2019, which means that the very gemstones I have for you tonight are at least 5 years old. We're talking about old, there are new designs, but it's featuring gemstones bought in that parcel 5 years ago. And I don't mind sharing you a little secret. I did save the best until last. Coming out of the very seam I was in 5 years ago. I have got for you the finest Burmese ruby I was able to acquire on this trip. I want you to see the clarity. I want you to see the extraordinary brilliance that clarity affords, and that perfect pigeon blood pink red that made this ruby the best ruby on the planet. Take a look at this material. Oh my goodness me. I am not opening phone lines for these right now. Rachel, do not put these on pre-order. Do not give anyone an opportunity for these. I've held onto these gemstones for 5 years. Oh. Can I just... Okay, I'm going to do this for 2 seconds. 2 seconds for you to see this. By the way, no pre-orders still. No pre-orders, please, Rachel. Okay, here's the... Look at this. Do you want to see how much chromium is packed into the most chromium, densely rich chromium ruby I have? This is a unique opportunity. I will not be opening this up for pre-orders. You cannot acquire this before the auction. No, no, no. They are the single best Burmese rubies we have ever acquired. Here's my question for you right now. I want this to be an interactive show. If we can, I just want to show you one last time. I'm not going to put the chromium. I'm not going to put the chromium light on. One last time. Out of 10, rate these for me. Message in live on this show. Out of 10, what are you rating these rubies? That's the only question I want you to answer right now. I want you to message in live on the show. Out of 10, and I want you to be tough. I want you to be harsh. What are you marking them down for? Clarity? I don't think you can do it on clarity. Brilliance? I don't think you can on brilliance. But I want you to be harsh. Out of 10, give me a grade out of 10, and I'll tell you why in a moment's time. Right. We can't get this. This is old mine. This is from 5 years plus ago. I'll tell you what, let's kick off. Different cluster. Absolutely love this. 18 karat gold. Let's go. I have one. Only got... Oh, my goodness me. If you want to have... Out of 10, what are you grading these rubies? By the way, it's literally one. You've got one set, that's all. Just one set. Rachel, you've got 5 grams of 18 karat gold here. Have you seen this? 5 grams of 18 karat gold, 2.5 carats. Rachel, £4,000, please. £4,000. And do you know what I'm going to say, Rachel? For the single best rubies we have, $199. Someone's going to pick those up. Someone's going to pick up the finest rubies that we have in our vault. Bar none. Bar none. This is extraordinary. I hope that it's you. I could talk about the fact that you've got here over 1/4 carat of diamonds. I'm not talking about it. 10 out of 10. Susan Worcestershire. 10 out of 10. Susan, thank you so much. If you want to know what's Susan talking about, I've asked everyone to grade the quality of these rubies. Christine, 12 out of 10 every day. Christine, I will address your 12 in a moment. I can't accept it, but I will round it down to a 10. Seriously, I want you to be harsh on these rubies. Mark them down for anything you can, but my goodness me, these are the finest rubies I have ever acquired for you. Rachel, I'm going to leave that one there if I can. Rachel. I want to bring you next. Take a look at the size of this. This is the largest ruby. This is the largest ruby I'm going to be bringing you today. Look at the quality you have on this gem. It is an enormous. We are looking here at a 1.5 carat ruby. Okay, I do need to look at the chromium you've got in this gem. And why does that matter? You might go, hang on, Jake, I don't go to neon parties anymore. Why does it matter? Because this is what sunlight does. So that's in a blacked out lighting environment. This is white light. And then I'm just going to put in here a very distant source of UV, kind of similar to our sun. This is how your piece looks out in sunlight. It's not about the crazy UV light going on. This is what happens when your ruby is out in sunlight. Look, I'm not holding this close to it. It's feet away from your ruby. Rachel, first crash, please. Take us under £1,000. Why is this so crazy? Let me introduce you to the gem guide. I told you I was going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it very quickly. This is the industry leader for gem pricing. It's completely independent from me. It's market driven. This isn't what people are asking for rubies. Think of like the auto trader, but for gemstones. But it's really a closed secret, so I'm not supposed to share it with you. I don't think I'm supposed to share it with you. Do you know what? I'll wait till I get told off. Right. They have literally got a separate section in this book for ruby from Burma. Because it's that big a deal. All prices are priced per carat. Let me teach you how to be a gem trader. Come on in. 101 gem trading. Follow the gem guide. Ruby attributed to Burma. Then you find the size of your ruby. Now we're talking about a 1.5 carat. So we're actually in this white row here. The first thing you notice, Burmese ruby doesn't create anything commercial. It's not applicable. Not applicable. Not applicable. Even if you're looking at ruby gravel from Burma, you're looking at $1,500 to $3,000 a carat. Come back to your ruby right now and you tell me, how out of 10 are you rating this ruby today on the show? I've heard from Christine who said 12 out of 10. Christine, that's why I'm going to round you up to a 10, down to a 10, because I can't go higher. I'm not allowed to go higher. I've heard a 10 out of 10. That would value this at $42,000 to $85,000 a carat. Now I'm going to be harsh on this one. I'm going to be really harsh. I'm going to say 7 out of 10. That makes it a $10,000 a carat ruby. This is nearly $15,000. But that's even if I'm harshly giving it a 7. If you think I should be even harsher, message into this studio. One thing's for sure is even if this was a ruby gravel, you'd be looking at a higher price than you've got on your screen right now. Burmese ruby is the king of gemstones, unquestioned. Rachel, straight down please. And this bears no relation in my view to the value of this ruby. £400. There is just no way on this incredible earth that a Burmese ruby, old mine, you can't get these anymore. We can't trade them. We wouldn't want to trade them. We have only got 5 of these opportunities. You've got to be so quickly on this one. The 4 chances left on this one. 3 chances. Look, this is a genuine 1.5 carat. I've got nothing else of this kind of size in the show. You can see how quickly this is going. Good luck. £400. That's it gone. That's it gone. Huge well done if you've been one of the successful ones there. Can I please go take a look at this piece here? I absolutely love this. Look at the design you've got here. It looks like is it an articulated pair of luscious lips in beautiful pigeon blood red? Is it the waves? It's like the seams of the mine. Have a look at this one under the chromium light. There is your test showing you this naturally occurring chromium. The saturate, it only happens in Burmese ruby. And again, let me share with you in daylight settings, where you've got a mixed UV and white light scenario. Rachel, straight down please. £1,100 on the nose. Now, Rachel's just said something to me absolutely crazy, which I find quite offensive, actually, Rachel. Remember what we established earlier? Price per gold per gram is £123 a gram. Okay? So you have got here 2.97 grams, 3 grams of gold. I won't round up though, because gold's precious. 2.97 times by £123. You are looking at £365 for the gold alone. I'm not even attributing a value on these truly irreplaceable. I mean, it's because the Magog Stone Tract is now closed to everyone in the Western world. We cannot replace these even if we wanted to. Rachel, £365 is the value of the gold. I'm going to go there and I'm going to give you these Burmese rubies for free, essentially. And I've got another crash planned. This is the value of the gold alone on the UK High Street 12 months ago, predating all of those crazy price rises. Yet I'm not finished here. We're talking about giving, we had that moment earlier with the Tanzanite, we're essentially giving it away for free. I'm going to do something similar with some of the most chrome-rich Burmese rubies we have ever acquired. We bought them back 5 years ago. They'd been mined about 2 or 3 years before that point. So they're really looking at true, old mine, irreplaceable Burmese ruby. Are you ready to come on this crazy journey with me? Straight down, please, Rachel. £300, £299. We are giving you, value for money on these Burmese rubies. I can't buy them again. I've been very clear on that with you. Once these are gone, they're gone. And please don't write back to me in 5 years' time and go, any more Burmese ruby, Jake? Absolutely not. We've saved the very best until last 5 years after that epic odyssey into the Magog Stone Tract, where we acquired these from the miners themselves. They talk about this parcel, by the way, in the trade. What are you doing, Jake? That is amazing. 10 out of 10 from Susan in Oxfordshire. They really are very, very special rubies, these. And they talk about this being the last ethical parcel of Burmese ruby to leave Magog. That's why I've had countless offers from the trade to acquire this material. I didn't buy it for them. I bought it for you. I bought it so that you can have a chance to acquire not gems that look like the quality that feature in the crown jewels, not gems that look like they could appear in Sotheby's. We're talking about the very seam. Remember, I was in that mine that has provided rubies to Sotheby's, to Christie's, to Bonhams. This is where those rubies come from. This is where the best rubies on the planet come from. And we're bringing you them today as 5 years after that epic trip. I'll never be able to repeat it. I've got Moira involved as well. Wendy, I can see you're acquiring yours. Remember, the gold alone in this piece is over £350. Everyone keeps telling me, look, I want higher gold weights, I want higher gold weights. We're giving you the gems. We're not asking anything for the gems. This is just about the gold weight alone. And I feel so wrong to say that with old mine Burmese ruby. You can't buy the mount today for the value on your screen right now. It can't happen. I'm so incredibly gobsmacked that we're doing this. Do you know what I'm going to say? Rachel, take that deal away. Take it away. Look, I'm not being me. I'm just saying take it away. Take it away. It's time. It's time for me to bring you. This is a two-part auction. Rachel, I don't really do the pre-order thing. Probably noticed that tonight. Rachel, I'm going to say, as an exception, we will open the pendant for pre-order. Because if you want to tell the contact centre, complete my suite. If you want to usher those words that transform your jewellery box, you can do so. I've got here a ring. I'll be following it up with the pendant. It is a star-buy deal. Star-buy deal. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not opening this up I'm not opening up the phone lines for these just yet. I just want us all just to take a moment to appreciate the finest rubies I have ever acquired. 5 years ago, what an opportunity. This is your star by chance. I'm not opening phone lines yet. Not going to do it. I want a bit of time. Not seen these gems for 5 years. I'm going to be selfish. We have saved the best until last. But this is the last of our Burmese ruby. I am going to be a bit selfish, and I am just going to have 30 seconds to wonder. 30 seconds to appreciate the kind of ruby, the like of which the world has not seen in centuries. That's what's at stake here right now. The Western world hasn't seen and will not see this ruby outside of an auction or the secondary market again. If I hadn't been there myself, I wouldn't think it was possible. I have advised every single one of our 300 partners to ensure they get something from this parcel because I care about them. And I know that we cannot do this again. 300 partners here at Gemporia. They're not allowed to buy it ahead of time. I will not let them buy it ahead of you. But the moment this phone line opens, I also let them buy. And I owe it to my 300 partners who help us serve you for 20 years when we have the most expensive gemstone on the planet in the finest quality we do it in. And we cannot get again. I owe it them to say, as their gem investor, this is that time. And I'm going to give you that same message. 5 years ago I bought these. And we have brought you that parcel, collection by collection. But you have never witnessed an opportunity like this one before. What you're witnessing this right now is in the worst light conditions ruby can perform in. This is a pure white light, strip light environment. As a gem buyer, it infuriates me that we have to light them to let the hosts look good. But we have to. Because lighting for gemstones is a completely different science. Normally for a ruby, you would have these in a mixed lighting setting. Let me share you what a mixed light setting does for these rubies. I'm just injecting from 2 feet away, tiny amount of UV light. Look how sensitive the rock star element, the chromium in this material is. Look at what this will do in sunlight for you. I'm not taking the lights out. You can see that. You know, we're not doing that thing where we say, look what it does in a disco. I'm saying, look what it does in the sun. This opportunity is remarkable. I have never sourced for you in my 15-year career rubies like this. I will not source for you in the next 15 years rubies like this. This is what they look like in a dark light environment. But let me show you in the daylight, the quality is just extreme because you get that mixed light setting. It's just something quite special for you. This is the opportunity. Now at home, we just saw the ruby cluster a moment ago, right? And that was, what did we finish at? £2,000. Rachel, we're going under £1,000. Let me give you that reassurance right away. In fact, you know what, Rachel? Honestly, I do. I watch this show all the time with you. And when people go, we're going to go under £1,000, and they go 999, I go, £1? Really? Rachel, £950 on the nose, please. I want to give you this reassurance because I can see Lynn's there. I can see Heather. I am going to ask the investor in Kent. You've multi-bought on this one, and I'm not going to tell you off for multi-buying, that's absolutely fine. But Kent, I can't replace these. So please, unless you are serious in your intention about having 2 of them, I want you to give up one of them. I can't buy these again. And I want to be fair to every collector getting involved in this one. I've never said that before. What jeweler would say, hang on a second, don't buy more? What's going on tonight? I am being that jeweler. I am being that jeweler that says, actually, please don't buy more than one. Unless you are serious about this, please don't buy more than one. This is an heirloom moment for so many collectors out there right now. We're at £950. I'm not done. But I will stand here right now. I will stand here right now and I will tell you that if I thought there was a chance on the high street you could get close to this, if I thought there was a chance in a mall store, in Place Vendôme, in Bonhams, in any auction house, in any of those Rodeo Drives, those Place Vendôme, those Bond Street, any of those prestigious avenues, if I thought there was a single place on the planet you could get this for right now here, I'd say, yeah, do you know what, fair deal. I don't. And do you know why I don't? Because I got these on my hands and knees in the mine in Burma for you. 5 years ago, I went to one of the most legacy, historic seams for this material. This very shaft has delivered for our own royal family. It has delivered for Mughal emperors. And it is now going to deliver for you in the next 5 minutes if you're quick. Rachel. I'm going to go under £500. In fact, I want us to go to just £399, please. £399 for the finest rubies we have ever and will ever secure. And I am so sure about this. I am so sure it just doesn't get better because we went to Magog. I was in the mine myself and I have saved this fine vintage for you. This opportunity has been saved until the last. These are the collectors right now who are clamoring to try and get on the list of those who are going to get hold of this. I can see you there. I can see the fight has begun. We have just 30 of these. Look at this in that mixed lighting condition. This is what yours will do on a bright sunny day when the natural UV light that is our sun, the heart of our solar system, reaches the finest rubies ever to have been uncovered. This is such a special moment, and I can see some of our most prestigious collectors. I can see Pat joining us. I can see investors in Hatton Garden getting involved in this, because even estate rubies do not do what this ruby is doing right now. Do you know what I'm going to do, Rachel? I've just seen TTU has sold out J to K. We've got one off. Rachel, take another 10% off for me. £359, please. This is selling out tonight. By the way, there is a big Burmese ruby show coming up in our Out of Burma event. I want to put a little marker in the sand for what you can expect. Where will you be when you unveil this to your family, when you show your family the kind of rubies that you and I, even in our wildest dreams, did we think we would hit this level? Did we think that we would acquire the kind of rubies that did this, that were this packed full of chromium? I certainly didn't. I can absolutely tell you. Look, I mean, what we're looking at here is a dark light filter showing you the saturation of chromium through and through every single gemstone. I can see Lynn, I can see Heather, I can see investors from Kent and Surrey. Carol's there, Wendy, Raymond, Ian, Eileen. Every single name I call out here, this is a genuine collector recognizing this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Add the pendant. Tell the how many of the pendants. I'm just going to quickly check something. Yeah, we have just about enough pendants of these to go around. Rachel, I want to sell out tonight. I want to sell out tonight. Can we stop everything? Old mine. This, at my best estimate, I would say 6 to 7 years ago, these gemstones were mined. I acquired them 5 years ago, and we've gradually been improving the quality of our Burmese ruby as we work through that parcel. I have saved the best into lust for you. 5 years on from this incredible journey that I'm undertaking here, in the mine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you how to get involved. And whilst I'm away, I'm going to be having a little conversation with our buyer, Rachel, who's in the gallery. That's why we're calling it a buyer takeover. And I'm going to be working, I promise you, we're selling this out tonight. And I'm going to be pricing it to sell out tonight.
You may be wondering how the auctions work at Gemporia. Well, here's a quick overview of how to play. During our reverse auctions, we'll keep dropping the price on screen, and as viewers call in or bid online, that limited quantity available decreases too. No matter when you enter the auction, everyone pays the final low price, and you'll only pay one delivery charge on all items you buy in the same day. We always offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there is absolutely no risk when buying for the first time or any time. So call or bid online today and expand your jewellery collection with genuine precious gemstones.
Rachel, £299. I know you don't like it. I know you don't like it, but I like it. I like it because this is the kind of ruby that I believe Gems TV was founded for. We wanted to say to ourselves, not how do we get a ruby into your collection and make it affordable, how do we get the ruby from Magog, from the very mine that has supplied those auction houses, that has supplied royal families the world over, including ours. And I see Janet in Dorset there. I see Christina in North Yorkshire. And I'm going to tell you both right now, the quality of the ruby that you have in your collection is absolutely on a par with stones that I'm aware of in the royal collections. Caroline, Hilary, Pat, if it is good enough for those historical figures, it is good enough for you. Tell me, where else can you get this value for money? Look at the opportunity you're getting here. Is this not pigeon blood? Is this not, and that's a phrase that's been so overused in this industry. Is this not a parcel of pigeon blood ruby on your screen right now as an opportunity for under £100 on split pay? Huge well done to everyone who's making this a reality for yourself. Look, I've got one in J to K, one in R to S. I've got one in N to O. My goodness me. I've got Doreen, investor in Wiltshire, anonymous collector Sarah, Jordan, Mary Claire. You've got to check out. I need you to, because you're going to miss out. Irina, Moira, Nora. I've only got 4. Right, do you know what I'm going to do? Rachel, let's leave that. Let's leave it there. Good luck checking out. Good luck checking out. I'm going to keep you updated on those ones. Let's do that pendant. How many of you have told the contact centre to complete my suite? Have you done this yet? Let's see what we can do to help you complete the suite. Wow. Again, all I'm going to do, I'm just going to introduce that mixed light condition for you. Here it is in white light, and from about a foot away, I'm bringing that source of UV light in there. And do you know what? I'll talk to you about that black spinel in just a moment's time, but try and ignore that for me. I know it's quite hard. Look at the luster that you're getting. Try and ignore that for me. Look, this is how this pendant is going to look on that summer day. This is heirloom jewellery. I don't use that phrase lightly. I really don't. I was doing some gemstone training with our wonderful partners here, and they talked to me about what's heirloom jewellery. I said, do you want to see heirloom jewellery? This was back last week. I said, you want to see heirloom jewellery? You look next Wednesday. That's when you're going to see heirloom jewellery. That's when you're going to see the kind of jewellery that I will absolutely die on the hill that this is the kind of piece you pass down. This is the kind of piece you pass down. And my goodness me, whoever you pass it down to, what a legacy you are letting them live through. What a legacy you're letting them live through. Rachel, I don't want to mess around on this one. I want to try and help people collect this one. No, forget the £1,000 plus. Forget £1,000 plus. You're going, okay, realistically, where's it going to go? Rachel, tell you what, straight down for me, £800 on the nose. £800 on the nose. I've already got Christina in North Yorkshire. Don't worry, Christina. I'm not stopping at £800. You know I'm not. I've got Patricia, who's trusted me. Heather, Lynn. I mean, just to be clear, this £800... Oh, my God, we broke the graphics. Okay, then hopefully they're with us. Oh. There we go. Right, we've got the £800. I was worried. Then we heard the music. Things didn't work. They've caught up. That's brilliant. Last thing I want is a gremlin in the system. £800. We're clearly not stopping there. But I do want to really emphasize this. Just forget Gems TV a moment. Forget our little bubble. Forget the fact that the only reason this is possible is because I went 5 years ago to the Magog Stone Track and was ruby mining. It's the first Westerner in approximately 31 years to be allowed access there. There I am. First Westerner, 31 years in this particular scene. That's the only reason we're able to do this. Even at £800, I don't think it's possible. And I want to thank you right now, because if it weren't for you, if it weren't for your support, if it weren't for your passion and our incredible community, I don't go there. I don't get to go to Magog. I don't get to do that mining, and I love it. And I'm so grateful for you for allowing me into this incredible scene. I'm so grateful to you for allowing me to source this material, for trusting me to get this material for you. And I can see you, Pat. I can see you, Lynn. I can see you, Heather. And my way of saying thank you to you right now is not to mess you around. Rachel, 200 and not 99, £249 straight down there. Let's go. It's 3 minutes to you and I right now, but it's a lot more than 3 minutes, and you know it, and I know that. It's more than the time it took us to design this piece. It's more than the time it took for the cutting of the gemstones. It is far more than all of that. It is decades of our incredible community creating a platform where we go gem hunting. It is hundreds and hundreds of years of this delivering the most incredible Burmese ruby, the most incredible, scratch that, the most incredible ruby on our planet. I can see you, London, investor in Hatton Garden, Russell's there as well, Hillary's there, Pat, we've got a Patricia in Cheshire and a Pat in London. 249 for the quality of the ruby you've got on show. You've got over 1.5 carat of 10 out of 10. You know, even the smallest Burmese rubies, even the most delicate Burmese rubies that the Gem Guide values at 10 out of 10, they say $20,000 a carat. What is this opportunity? It is incredible what we've got on the screen. You can see the impact of that chromium. Look, Rachel, you know I want sellouts tonight. Look, we've got an international audience today. I can see Cassandra as well from Tennessee joining us. Rachel, straight down, please. £229. I'm going to squeeze everything I can out of this one for you. Seriously, I mean, the incredible value for money. You and I can see it, right? You and I know that Burmese rubies of this quality, they just shouldn't be at this tier. They shouldn't be anywhere near this kind of a value. And you know that. I'm not going to stand here and tell you this is a £229 pendant. My goodness me, that would be offensive. Offensive to the Burmese ruby miners, offensive to the Burmese rubies, and also offensive to your knowledge. You know that this is not a £229 pendant. The value of the rubies alone, look at those. I mean, the mount is beautiful. Okay, Rachel. Rachel, look, Jake, 20 have gone. We're just going to leave this here. No, Rachel, sell out tonight. I really mean it. When I say we're going to sell out, I mean we're pushing for a sellout tonight. We're pricing to sell out. Rachel, we're going to... I'm not sure I want to say it. Let's do it. £200. I don't pretend that this is comfortable for me. And maybe I did buy rubies that were just a little bit too good. But that's okay. I'm here with you in this moment. I'm celebrating it. The finest rubies ever to have crossed this desk in nearly 20 years. In October, we celebrate our 20th birthday. I can't wait for you to see what we've got lined up there. But let me tell you right now, there are no rubies better than these in that entire 20th birthday. These are the best rubies of our 20 years. The best rubies to have crossed this desk in 20 years, and you're getting them right now for £199. If you are a collector of quality, I can bring you bigger. I can bring you bigger rubies, but you want to talk about quality? This is the best we have in our entire vault. It doesn't get better. They are a vintage higher than even anything previously brought from Magog. This is your moment to do it. I can see Jackie's there. I can see Cassandra. I can see Carol. So many. We've got a Cassandra in Berkshire. We've got a Cassandra in Tennessee. You've got 7 genuine chances. Once they are gone, it seems 7 chances. I'll wait for the next time. I'll wait for the next time. You mustn't wait for the next time because there is no next time. I'm not telling you that because I'm saying, oh, do you know what? The mine's finished. The mine isn't finished. Magog is finished. Magog is finished. For us in the Western world, Magog is done. It's going to be years until those restrictions and embargoes, which are rightly in place. I support them 100%. It's going to be years until they get lifted in the Western world. In the meantime, the Chinese market is continuing to take those stones out of Magog, and they're just getting lost into the Chinese market. By the time we get access again, you will not see, I believe, Burmese rubies back on the menu. It's just secondary market material now, and you and I, we just have to get used to that. That's why when I say 5 chances, I'm not saying 5 chances left in this auction. I'm saying 5 chances for you to own a ruby of this quality. What I want to do... Now, don't forget, we have got the ring, the matching... I've just realised, Rachel, we never intended this. We've put the suite of the best rubies that this organisation's brought you in 20 years for £500. I don't mean to be flippant. £500 is a considered amount of money. I want you to consider the value. I want you to consider the saving you are making against the value of these rubies. And that's why we've heard from so many of you saying, look, 10 out of 10. Rachel, did anyone say less than 10 out of 10? Please say yes. I want a less than 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 was the lowest rating these rubies acquired. Wow. Christy said, look, 20 out of 10. Look, Christine, I'm going to have to round it down to a 10, but I'll take it. Look, 10 out of 10. Genuinely, in my experience in 15 years of gem hunting, I shouldn't say 15 years. It's 15 years in October. In 15 years of gem hunting, I have never witnessed a ruby like this. Acquire the ring, hold the lines, best of luck. Huge congratulations to everyone involved. Can I tell you why I do bracelets? Why? And Rachel knows I'm always going, I want a tennis bracelet, guys. I want a tennis bracelet. And they're constantly going, you're the one telling us the gold price is high. You're the one telling us we can't make tennis bracelets anymore. The first piece of jewelry I ever fell in love with 15 years ago was a tennis bracelet. There's something about a tennis bracelet that just, it takes me back to why I fell in love with jewelry in the first place. I don't think there is anything more luxurious, more opulent. I think the tennis bracelet is the apex of a jewelry box. And have a look at this design. I absolutely love it. Now, because my team always tell me, Jake, it makes no sense to make tennis bracelets. Stop making them because the cost of the gold is just too expensive nowadays. We don't make tennis bracelets anymore, Jake. They've made 10. Okay, just 10. There it is. There's your proof that chromium runs through every single one of these gems. You've got just shy of 4 grams of gold in this piece. Look at the quality. Look how neon. Look how vibrant. I just love this. This is luxury. This is jewelry luxury. This is why we make a tennis bracelet for moments like this. Not everyone's going to be able to do it. You probably can't do it at home right now. You're probably not going to be able to get involved in this one. It is considered. Rachel, I want to kick us off at £1,500. It's a 4-figure piece of jewelry every day. It's a Burmese tennis bracelet. It's a 4-figure piece of jewelry every single day. Do you know, you've got 1/4 rubies here. Look, Gems TV was founded to make luxury affordable. But there are also those pieces that are just aspirational. And a Burmese ruby tennis bracelet falls into that category. I can't apologise for that. Now, at 3.9 grams of gold, I'm just working out the gold value on the UK High Street, you're looking at about £480. Now you've got to add in over 3 carats of Burmese ruby, where I don't think you can get Burmese ruby for less than $1,000 a carat. Rachel, can we please go to £480? We're going to the gold value. If you want to get a parcel of Burmese ruby, essentially for free, I'm asking you for the gold value, not today, but as it was researched over a year ago on the UK High Street. £480 for the gold alone. You've got 3.9 grams of gold. That is over 3 carats of Burmese ruby, essentially for free here. Well done, Anne. Well done, Pat. We've got an investor. Maybe you're a gold investor in East Sussex. You've just gone, I'll take that for the gold, and I'll do what I want with the Burmese ruby. Sally Ann in Devon's going to acquire this one as well. We've just turned a tennis bracelet from the aspirational to the affordable. This is your opportunity. You've got to do this quickly. The 6-inch has already gone, which means I've got a 7-inch and I've got an 8-inch. And by the way, those sizings do come with a 1/2 inch extender. I've just had from the call centre somebody asking about this black spinel. Don't ask yet. Don't ask yet. I'm not telling you about it. Not telling you about it. You just have to hang around. I'm sorry about that. I don't do the pre-order thing. Look, Rachel, not going quickly enough for me. £400. $399. Let's do it. I want this sold out in 60 seconds. 60 seconds and this is gone. You've got a minute to win it. You've got a minute to win it. The gold alone at a UK High Street price is $480. We're at £400. That's 3 carats of Burmese ruby. I'm paying you to have the Burmese ruby at this price. I'm paying you to have the Burmese ruby at this price. A minute to win it. I've put too long on that, to be quite honest. Look, there are 3 chances. I don't know what's going to run out first, the stock or the clock. I've got Vivian, I've got Valerie, I've got Cassandra in Tennessee. I know you acquired the other 2 pieces. Cassandra, you're going to have to be quick. I've got 1 in each size, a 7-inch and an 8-inch. 30 seconds to go. There is still a chance for you, by the way. You can still do this. Yes, you're racing against the clock. Yes, you're racing against fellow collectors. But if you're decisive, you can do this in time. Juliet Susanna from Eastbourne is trying to do exactly that, and you can join her. We have 2 genuine chances. We've got 12 seconds remaining. And do you know what? I'd like to squeeze 1 more Burmese ruby in if I can. Are those the ones you want to do? I really like the ruthenium. I love the ruthenium. Let me correct that. I don't really like it. I love the ruthenium. And by the way, the reason I love it is because, 1, It's one of, if not the most expensive precious metal on our planet. But 2, you ever wanted an introduction to pigeon blood red? Here you are. She is a giant. My goodness me. She is a 1.5 carat, and I am going to ask again, you're going to have to grade her out of 10 for me. Yes, we're doing that right now. I'm going to give you a valuation. I'm going to tell you how I would value this piece of jewelry live on this show. If you came to me as an independent jeweler and said, value this piece of jewelry, we're going to do it live on this show right now, okay? So first of all, I've got to work out how I value ruthenium, which is embracing over brass or tin. Please don't swear in my presence. I don't do those things. We are embracing it over precious sterling silver. But for me, my goodness me, how designer is the ruthenium as well, by the way? Have a look at the quality. Tell me, out of 10, I'm serious. This is not a rhetorical question. Message into the studio right now, and I want you to be as harsh as you possibly can be. I really do. I want you to, if you see something you don't like in this ruby, let me show you. I'll show you live in the studio. Here. You see something you don't like in this ruby? You tell me. You tell me right now, and you grade this out of 10, and you're going to be as harsh as you possibly can. Okay? I want us to be real. I want us to have a real conversation on this show about the quality of this ruby, because you are looking at a giant 1.5 carat gem here right now. Absolutely beautiful material. This is not a fissure-filled ruby, by the way. This is not a flux residue ruby. You are talking about a Magok ruby, which has had only the traditional heat enhancement. Most people don't even disclose it. It's that traditional. Centuries old. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's what's happened to this ruby. This is one we popped out of the setting. Look at the quality of this. And I want you to grade this out of 10 for me. 1.5 carat gem. Look at the quality of this giant. You know, if this was 2 carat plus, it only goes into royal collections. That's why they call it a royal ruby. This is a 1.5 carat, and it's going to be featuring in your jewelry's family, your family's jewelry box, if you are quick tonight. Rachel, have we had... Tell me the lowest rating that we've had on this ruby so far. What's the lowest rating we've had on this ruby? Terry, just because you wanted one lower, 9.9999 out of 10. Do you know what? This is how serious I am on this show. Terry, hang on, I'll tell you what I said. I don't like the fact it isn't in my hands. A collector in Hertfordshire, 10 out of 10. Do you know what I'm going to say to Terry? Terry, I'm going to round you down. I'm rounding you down to a 9. And I'm going to say, Rachel, have we had anyone lower than a 9 yet on Terry? Okay, let's value this together then. You've got a 1.5 carat ruby. You've got a 1.5 carat ruby, and it's attributed to Burma. Right. 1.5 carat. So we're going to go across here. And we had a 9 out of 10. Are you sure we've had nothing lower? That would make this $30,000 to $42,000 a carat, okay? I'm going to take the lower end. I keep trying to get a lower number. I want the lowest possible number I can have. $30,000 a carat. That makes it a $45,000 ruby. Even if I said, and we're going to get into the world of farcical here. Even if I said this was a 5 out of 10, that would make it a $3,000 to $6,000 a carat. $4,500 to $9,000 gem. Wholesale. Wholesale. You want to ask me which gem to be buying? You want to ask me which gem you should be buying? Old Mine Burmese Ruby. Rachel, I'm just going to do 2 crashes. One is exceptional value. The second, based off everything I've just said, is a joke. Rachel, first crash, £400, please. This is a 1.5 carat giant. It's the only piece we've ever set in ruthenium. Everything touching the gem is ruthenium. More precious, it's the most precious metal in the platinum family. I'm not done here on a 1.5 carat giant of the Burmese ruby world. This is something incredibly special. Rachel, let's do this, please, for the largest carat weight of our show. By far, £200. And I am very proud indeed to share this with you. For the size of the ruby, look, you know, we've seen smaller rubies and that's absolutely fine. I always say, buy quality. Don't pick your size, pick your quality, and then go as big as your budget will allow. Is your budget allowing £200 on 3 split payments, £200 for a 1.5 carat giant rock? This is an egg in the Burmese jewelry world. This is extraordinary. I mean, they start valuing in the gem guide at half a carat in size, and they say it's $1,000 a carat for a half a carat gem. This is 3 times the size. In terms of value for money, embraced in ruthenium over precious sterling silver, this is the best per carat ruby deal I have ever done. We've never set the ruthenium before. We've never done it. But setting this in ruthenium, it's incredible. It really brings out that. And remember, let me show you again in the daylight conditions, because what you've got here is a white light setting, but then I just injected a single distant UV light source. Look at this glow. This is chromium rich intense right here for you. I'm not going to leave this deal open all the time, by the way. Rachel, I'm going to say you've got about 60 more seconds to take advantage of this, because I want to start going through a bit of a designer tour with you. You've got about 60 seconds on this one. By the way, I've only got one. In terms of resizing, it's really important you get your size right, because even we are going to struggle to resize this for you. Reworking ruthenium, because it is the most expensive member of the platinum family, is a very, very difficult thing to do. And Alison's going, look, this is absolutely stunning. Alison, you've got to be quick, my love, to get your size and also to get the piece itself. Because like I say, I've probably only got about 40 seconds left on this deal. Do you know what? I'm going to extend it. Let's have a 60-second clock, full transparency here, and then I'm taking this away. Anton's dialing in for the first time ever. Anton, you are acquiring an egg of a Burmese ruby here. She is giant. I love the fact she's in ruthenium. How high couture, how designer, which neatly teases us into the next segment of this show. It is extraordinary to witness this. Well done, every one of you who's getting involved. I can see Valerie's there, Hayley, Barbara, I've got Linda, Shelley, Penny in Derbyshire. Look, this is your chance to do this, but you have got to be very, very quick indeed. Oh, by the way, I've only just gone quiet because I just saw that in the daylight and I just, you know, I'm going to stop talking. Look at the quality of it. Look at the quality. I see this. I'm going to stop talking. JFK's gone out. It's really important to get your size. But apart from that, I'm just going to let the ruby do the talking. You've got 10 seconds. Well done, everyone. I'm going to leave the Burmese ruby there. If I can, I'm just going to take some pieces of jewellery out. This is all my jewellery. We have got another Burmese ruby show. The rest of the collection is coming up later in the week. Highly encourage you to go and have a look at that incredible collection, because lots of people hardly played any of them. But I'm not going to rush them. They're incredible pieces. They deserve their time in the sun. What I want to kick off next, though, thank you so much, by the way, really appreciate that. I want to go into a very, very special piece here. This is really going to kick off a bit of a designer spotlight. Wow, sorry, I'm just looking over here. You can't see this yet, and you're not. No. So they're trying to work out how to let you see. You can't see it. You're just going to have to wait. This is beautiful. This is high couture. The next section of this show is really why Gems TV was founded. It was founded for us to go and make high jewellery, taking inspiration from Bond Street, from Hatton Garden, from all those places you've walked past and gone, oh, I love it, and then gone, I don't even want to walk in there. That feeling, that exclusivity, it shuts me out. I cannot get into that world. What I want to share with you, don't forget, in 15 minutes' time, I'm going to be introducing a brand new designer to you. I'll tell you all about them at that time. I'm not going to tell you about those now. Can't buy them yet. I want to introduce you to the House of Chaumet, one of Place Vendôme's oldest, most ancient, and most prestigious design maisons. This was named after Joseph Chaumet, who was one of the great icons and design directors of the House of Chaumet. He was the one who secured its place in the pantheon, up there with Van Cleef, up there with Boucheron. Chaumet is absolutely at the forefront of her high couture jewellery. And I know it's a real passion of Rachel's to try to bring you those looks. Now there is a particular look, and it was launched as their signature, celebrating 200 years actually of the House of Chaumet, the Maison de Chaumet. They created a collection called the Léon collection, and the Léon's collection was revamped, restored in 2010. And the idea behind this collection, it's about linking loves. And that's such an open brief. But I absolutely love it because I can't think of anything more fashion forward than this. I'm going to show you the look right now. Take a look at the texture and the way that high couture jewelry, it's all about the detail that you hardly ever see. But take a look at the light dawning on the new signature of the Maison de Chaumet. If you want to see the inspiration for this piece, it is known on Place Vendôme as Jeu de Lion, a game of links. And it's all about that texture, those bold lines that channel the light into sun rays that concentrate on this confluence at the heart of the gem. See how it moves the light around? Well, as we step onto Place Vendôme for the next hour and 10 minutes, I introduce you to our take on the Jeu de Lion. I'm going to open the phone lines and then kick off our manager's special deal. We do not have many of these chances. You can see it here. Jeu de Lion inspired. This is your chance, featuring all natural zircon, earth mined, not cubic zircon. Beautiful 18 karat gold embracing over that sterling silver. A real designer masterpiece here. I absolutely love this one. You're loving it as well as we take you to Place Vendôme. It's our manager's special, and I'm wishing you the very best of luck getting involved in this one.
The pieces for our managers' special auctions are carefully designed and selected by one of our management team. Created to complement the gemstones that have been specifically sourced for the auction, every stage of the process is personally overseen and checked by a manager, ensuring their original vision is realised.
Like any of the Place Vendôme maisons, these great palaces of the jewellery world, there is a design aesthetic that we are trying to talk to here, that we are inspired by and standing on the shoulders of. It is about using fine texture, and you can see that particularly as the light dawns on this piece. Notice how, like the hands of a clock, the light dances across every single one of your very bold lines here that feature in the background of the design. And at the heart, you've got this cross of all natural. There's no lab-grown material here. All natural white zircon mined in Cambodia. This is a beautiful testament to the Jeux de Lion. And why do we do this? Why do we stand on the shoulders of these great design maisons? It's at the heart of what we do. We are so proud. This is why we existed. We were founded because we walked past those great design maisons. We walked past in Place Vendôme and Bond Street, Hatton Garden, and we looked and we said, this jewellery is beautiful, but you can't get it. This jewellery is beautiful, but I can't get it. I cannot justify over £2,500 for a beautifully designed, wonderfully exquisite pendant. But what I'm really buying there is I'm buying the legacy of Chaumet. I'm buying the real estate value of number 12 Place Vendôme. I'm paying for rent. I'm paying for lights. I'm paying for a 200-year history. And what I want to pay for are gemstones and jewellery design at its peak. That's what I'm interested in acquiring. I want to help you do that today. I want to help you complete this Place Vendôme look. So Rachel, let's take that £2,500 plus, start us off under £100. You heard me right. You heard me right. Start us off. Rachel's going, no, don't think I heard you right there. Start us off under £100. Look, do you remember when we started this show and I was doing all those crazy little things? I love this. Rachel's finally figured out, I don't want $99.99. Don't give me $99.99. Give me a proper under £100. Thank you, Rachel. I started off this show with some crazy noisemakers. Should we go and make another one? Shall we go and make another one together? I'm going to need your help on this one. I've got 100 of this. Starting with 100. I've got less than 100 of these right now. If you want to acquire this incredible designer look, I mean, it looks like it's ripped from Vicenza. It's not. It features in Place Vendôme for over £2,500, and that's absolutely fine. This look is what we're inspired by. It's this dawning of a new jewellery design era. We are not stopping here, though, but I am going to ask you to come on this journey with me. Rachel, can you please take us to $39.99? I'm not going to stop at £50. $39.99 for a very, very designer look here, inspired by the legacy of Joseph Chaumet. And this is your chance. This is your chance to get this designer-inspired pieces into your collection. You know, this is a very different type of purchase. This isn't about acquiring the gemstone. This is about acquiring a look that screams high couture. I can see you there. Ellen, it's her first time acquiring. Welcome to our wonderful world here at Gems TV. Jean's there, Linda's there, Joan's there. Look, you can see about a third of the stock has already gone. And I do need to let you know, I'm not finished here. I'm not finished here. Let's stop the music. We're going to do some designer deals. Let's get the jacket off. Let's roll the sleeves up. Let's do some deals, okay? I said I want to make some noise. Are you with me? Can I get a 60-second clock, please, Christy? tell me this is not in Paris. This is not one of the most designer pieces. Look at the way the light, I love it. It's the way the light, the thing that makes it designer. All high jewelry does this. All high jewelry has this property where you can't really see why, but there's some detail that's drawing it out. Look at the way the light concertinas around like a ticking. It's like the hand of a clock. That's what makes this high jewelry. It's those simple details that deliver something so much more than the sum of their parts. Start that 60 seconds. Do you want to wait on the phone lines for a deal? Are you a dupe? Do you like to wait in the phone? Would you like a wait? I don't like a wait. If I can avoid it, I will do. 50 seconds. Look, those of you who like to wait, don't worry. I promise you'll wait in a little bit of time. We are going to do something crazy to designer-inspired Place Vendôme. We are standing on the shoulders of Joseph Chamet's Les Jeux de Léon collection legacy. This is the opportunity to do it. I can see Ellen is just acquiring her first purchase now. Welcome to you, Ellen. I've got Eileen, I've got Dorothy, I've got Dulari, Patricia, I've got Elizabeth, I've got Catherine, Margaret. This is your chance. Remember, our spotlight deals in a few minutes' time. So I'm going to be trying to price this to sell out very, very quickly. Rachel, I know you love it. I know you want it. And our staff have to pay what you pay on launch auctions. My goodness, can't believe the price. I had to look twice at the TV to check my vision. Thank you. Fabulous. Alison, thank you. Thank you. It's you who's created this platform for us. And by the way, Alison is just over here. Can we have Alison's message up one more time? We're just going to show you Alison's message. Rachel, $19.99, half the price. Alison, go and buy two. Double your order. You're essentially getting it for the same price you thought you were paying for one. How quickly are you going to act now? For this look, a designer look, you know haute couture does not go for £20. This is why, by the way, the high street don't like us. This is why, by the way, design houses don't like us. And that's perfectly fine. I will happily stand on the hill and say, do you know what? I don't prioritize the jewelry world's precedents. I do not prioritize Place Vendôme. I do not prioritize the interests of the old design world. I prioritize our community of passionate jewelry enthusiasts. I prioritize the interests of our community of gemstone lovers. I prioritize our community of value seekers, the deal hunters. That's who I look after. I've got Deborah there, I've got Patricia, I've got June, I've got Desiree, I've got Linda, I've got Christina, I've got Georgina, I've got a collector who's buying two of these. Gift, gift, gift. Do you know what? I'm going to say it. I know it's August. I'm going to say it. By the way, Katie Elliott, I'm waiting for you. Gemporia's own Katie Elliott. Katie, you've got 25 chances. If you don't get hold of this one, Katie, I am very sorry, but I'm not saving one for you. I've got a full column of names here, Katie. So why am I talking about our own Katie? Of Visage fame. Because Katie saw this. She was like, I need it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Rachel, our buyer, has been saying the same thing. Look, I've done everything I can for you. Partner, there's our very own Katie. You know she loves gold. This is gold, genuine gold, not gold tone again. Washing my mouth out after saying that. I don't do that. It's got to be real gold, 18 karat gold, embracing over sterling silver, precious metal, holding semi-precious gemstones right now. There's nothing costume about this. This is high jewelry at a costume price tag. Absolutely. It has to be that way for me. That's what Gems TV is all about. I've got a full column of names. I've got Brian doubling his buy there. John in East Lothian trebling his buy. Look, this is your chance right now. Haute couture, Jeux de Léon, inspired by the legacy of Joseph Chamet. And we are here at just $19.99. Rachel, how many of these we got left? 13 chances. Do you know what, Rachel? $17.99. He's going mad at me. $17.99. I'm just having a bit of fun. Right, okay, Rachel, I just want you to say that first part where you just said, I'm going to just turn you up there now. I'm just going to turn you up there. And here we go. Rachel's basically just saying, I've got no idea about the designer jewellery world. Just say what you just said a moment ago. Yeah, there we go. Do you hear that? If you get Katie to wear that, that would have been gone, Jake. That'd have been gone. It's because it's you, Jake, and you don't know about designer jewellery, and you don't worry, Rach, don't worry. Don't, Jake. It's because you're not wearing it. It's because you're not wearing it. Because you can't wear Chimay jewellery, Jake. No need. She's angry at me. She's turned on me. Can you believe that at home? Can you believe that? My own producer, Rachel, on this buyer's takeover, has turned on me. Do you know what, Jake? The problem here is the model. It's the model. Because you've got... look, I don't doubt it would look a lot better with Katie wearing it. It's a lot better when you're wearing it. But this is designer jewellery. Oh, bless you. That's so kind, Grace. I'm actually the worst presenter. I'm so unprofessional. It's not even funny. But I do buy the gemstones here. And this is what the buyer takeover is all. But it's so kind. Thank you so much for your kind words, Grace. That's so lovely of you to say. Making me blush, bless you. Alison has purchased and is delighted. Can we do a quick spot the name? Let's show everyone who's involved. Oh, hang on. I'm going to swing round here. By the way, if you've got a phone in your hand, hold the line. Hold the line. I'm just going to very quickly, we're just going to go over here. If we could just... Rachel's just going to quickly show us the names. Sorry, I went rogue there. We had Alison and... Alison, remind me where Alison was from? Lanarkshire. I have seen Alison from Lanarkshire. Do you know, I think Alison from Lanarkshire may be just below here. Oh no, Alison, I can't find your name. There's too many people. We've got Desiree from Queensland, international Desiree from Queensland. I mean, that's a lot cheaper than getting a flight all the way from Australia, isn't it? It's a lot. Katie, you don't need to be sorry because you'd model it better than me. You don't need to be sorry. It's Rachel who needs to be sorry. Well, Katie, I owe you an apology because I don't think that's our very own Katie Elliott there. I don't think Katie. Actually, I've done Katie a favour there because Katie was going to get that one. As long as she has been quick, Katie will have got that for $17.99 because I can't model it because I don't think anyone wants to see that on my hairy chest. Anyway, right, let's quickly move on because we're into our spotlight deal and I'm digging myself a terrible hole. Okay, I want to introduce you to another designer. This designer, and like Joseph Chimay, I can almost guarantee you have never heard of. He has been called the Fabergé of our time. And I think that is possibly underestimating how history will judge him. We talk a lot about people like Fabergé, Charles Louis Tiffany, Frédéric Bouchon. But this next designer, Mr. Joel Arthur Rosenthal, is the absolute darling of today's high jewelry world, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to the enigmatic giant whose shoulders we're about to stand on tonight. I think there are only two jewelers capable in our world today of crafting your spotlight deal tonight. Joel Arthur Rosenthal and Gems TV. Spotlight coming up now.
5 years ago, myself and the team here at Gemporia were invited to visit the legendary Ruby Land, the Magok gemstone tract that lies at the heart of Burma. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and 5 years ago, we brought you our Out of Burma spectacular event, exploring the treasures of this most mythical gem sourcing location. 5 years on, we go back. We're going back to Burma. Not literally, we're not able to go there anymore, but we're going back to some of our old parcels of material. We're going back to see what we've learned 5 years on from that epic journey, and I invite you to find the latest news out on these most irreplaceable and invaluable gemstones.
Welcome back to Gems TV. My name is Jake Thompson. I'm your managing director here. I'm joined by Rachel in the gallery, who's our senior buyer. And what a moment in history we're about to explore together. So what I'm going to do, Rachel, this is a suite of earrings. There's 2 pairs. And you can choose at home. I'll be choosing both. Just going to tell you that right now. Rachel, can you please open this pair on screen right now, the Tudor Rose? If we can open the Tudor Rose on pre-order. In fact, Rachel's saying that the demand for these is so high, we're just going to go straight in. That's fine with me. What I want to share with you is the legacy of Joel Arthur Rosenthal. Who is Joel Arthur Rosenthal? Joel Arthur Rosenthal has been described as the Carl Fabergé of our time. But unlike Carl Fabergé, you may have never heard of him. And the reason is because his whole ethos is to stay hidden. In his own words, he says, everything conspires to make you bigger and more public. Vogue, other design magazines, the press, auction houses, they all conspire to make you bigger and more public. He says, but my instinct and my radar, my selfishness and arrogance, and above all the passion for happiness, told me to stay small. Stay silent. Do what you want to do. Don't be seduced by the bright lights. Don't be enticed by the big paying partnerships. Just get on with it the way you think it should be done. And there are very few people who even have the pleasure of buying a Joel Arthur Rosenthal or a jar piece of jewellery. And the simple reason for that is in order to be able to buy a jar piece, you need to be introduced to Joel by somebody else who buys from him. It's literally a private members club. You win the lottery tomorrow, you can't buy a jar. You need to know someone who is on the list to buy a jar piece in order to be able to buy the next jar piece. Out of 2 studios, one run on the shores of Lake Genève, the other just outside Paris. 2 studios produce just a couple of 100 pieces per year. Jar famously sat on a pink diamond for 20 years before he decided to set it. We are talking about true man of design and mystery. But if such a figure has a signature, if such a figure had a fingerprint, we talk about him being the Fabergé of our time. If Fabergé's fingerprint and his legacy that stretches 100 years on and beyond was the imperial egg, that begs the question, what is Joel Arthur Rosenthal's legacy? What is Jar's signature that will echo through jewellery history? My answer to that, and in my research, I had to go to Christie's auction house. And Christie's showed me the answer. Because inspired by the natural world, inspired by the gardens of France, Jar created a collection. And the collection was called Jardinier. I want to share with you an auction that Christie's hosted. Beautiful, aren't they? Organic floral earrings. Just so you understand how in demand Jar is, the auctioneers, Christie's, they're not a new kid on the block. They kind of know what they're doing. They estimated the earrings would go for $2,000 to $3,000 US. They went for $8,000, 4 times the estimate. That was in December 2020. Do you know what they're made of? They're beautiful. In order to get this look, and have a look at it one more time, have a look at what $8,000 gets you at an auction house. They're made of resin. Resin. Yeah. $8,000. Do you want to hear the next part of the story? The next year, his studio made another pair. They went to Christie's again. He is a darling at Christie's. In a year, just a year, the space of a year, the estimate stayed the same, 2,000 to 3,000. Christie's probably should have revised that, but they said, no, we think last year we got lucky, 2,000 to 3,000 this year. In the space of a year, have a look at this. They went from 8,000 to over 100,000 US. Jardinier, as of the 4th of June 2021, was on the map. And this is only the recent Jardinier creations. Because actually, one of the earliest supporters of Joel Arthur Rosenthal was a certain Elizabeth Taylor. But before I tell you about that, doesn't it strike you odd that people are paying $100,000 for resin? Well, Jar did actually want to make a more expensive pair of Jardinier earrings. Once. He carved them, not out of resin, but out of gemstone. Specifically, a tourmaline and agate. And they went to the market nearly 10 years ago, where they fetched 485,000 Swiss francs. For those of you not familiar with Swiss auctions, I don't pretend to be, there's about £500,000 sterling 10 years ago. Now you can understand why he switched to the resin. It's quite expensive working in gemstones. I told you about Elizabeth Taylor. Her jar earrings from the Jardinier collection were made in aluminium. and they went for 43,000 US dollars. If Jar has a signature look, it is the floral carved earring. It's happened again and again and again. Undoubtedly, this is the signature of the Fabergé of our time. Now, you know, we don't work in aluminium. You know, we don't work in resin. So when I talked to Rachel and the buying team, and I said, I want to talk about Jar on the show. I want to tell our customers and our collectors about the Fabergé of our time and their chance to get... I can't take you back 100 years ago and get you an imperial egg from Fabergé. I can't do it. But I can try and get you jewellery very close to the Fabergé of our time. I can try and get you something very close to the Jardinier collection today. And so I bring you, there are two options here for those of you who are real connoisseurs. I try and acquire both. The Jardinier standing on the shoulders of Jar, the Jardinier suite of earrings. There is a natural garnet and there is a natural amethyst. Huge, huge red flag on the natural amethyst. And I'll tell you that in a moment's time. You can't get those, by the way. Do not try and dial them right now. I'll tell you all about why those are quite special. We're going to kick off with the garnet, please, Rachel. A mandarin. Beautiful hue on the garnet here. I absolutely love these. You get this burnt cinnamon hues. Wonderful mandarin on the garnets. But take a look. These are your signature carved. We don't work in resin. We don't work in aluminium. But what we have done is bring you these in carved mother of pearl, stepping on the shoulders of Joseph Arthur Rosenthal in the most in-demand look in the auction houses today. I absolutely love these, inspired by Jar. This is our nod to the Fabergé of our time, our tribute to the greatest jewellery visionary of our time. And you can see we've gone, right, okay, if we can't work in resin, give me something that's just as iridescent. Give me something that's a beautiful product of our natural world. Don't give me something polymer. Give me something that's got a history within our jewelry. We'll look at the way the light is refracting through these mother of pearl earrings. I absolutely love it. People are trying to pre-order the amethyst. You can't yet pre-order the amethyst. Now, I need to let you know, Alison, Catherine, Russell, Dorothy, Delari, look, the phone lines have lit up. You can now dial in. Don't dial in for the amethyst. You can't get hold of the amethyst. I'll tell you about those in a moment's time. We're just focusing in on this option here right now. We've got Jane, we've got Cheryl. I'll show you the amethyst step by step. So you've got a slightly different flower on the amethyst, and you can see that there, but we are just talking about the garnets right now. The garnets are this one just here. This is your chance to do it, to get the latest in the designer world. Joel Arthur Rosenthal, one of the great mysteries of our jewellery industry. Do you know what I'm going to say, Rachel? Everyone right now is going, hang on a second, a little bit like those that auction at Sotheby's, going, where's this going to go? Where's this going to go? Estimate, what, 2,000 to 3,000? But Gemporia don't go up, they go down. I've got absolutely no idea how to value anything like this. Take a look at the carving that you've got here, because it's not a two-dimensional carving. What I want to share with you, like all fine jewellery, can you see? And I'm just going to try and get a pair of tweezers if I can, because I really want to talk to the detail of these. While I'm doing that, I want to bring in a, you see, this is a big look, by the way. This is a big look. You've got there about 17, 18 millimetres on the diameter, pushing nearly 2 centimetres, 20 millimetres on the diameter there for you. This is your opportunity to acquire, and I can see so many of you going, look, Jake, I love them. Look at the 3D quality here. It's just absolutely beautiful. See the carving all the way through three-dimensional carving. And if I just bring this round, you can't really see it from that relief, but look here, there we go. See how the petals bend around. You've got this three-dimensional, you've got this curvature here. This is a real totem, a hallmark of fine jewellery, fine designer jewellery. Rachel, don't start at 2,000. Don't start at 3,000. They were the auction estimates, I know. Don't start at those things. Rachel, kick us off on under £100. Under £100 for your spotlight. Look, I've got 3 deals I want to bring you by the end of the show, and I know I've talked a little bit too long about this one. It's just I love jar, I love the mystery, I love the design impact. And let me tell you, we are not stopping there. This is your spotlight deal. Jampuri, do not ask how high we can get away with. Not interested in an upwards auction like Sotheby's. That's not our game. I want to give you that latest designer look in either a garnet option, an amethyst option, or even better, grab the 2 natural gems together and you can look at your jewellery box and say, do you know what, I've got something there that can stand toe to toe with Parisian haute couture. That's the claim you'll be able to make of your jewellery box. Rachel, 30 seconds. I just want 30-second clock on this spotlight deal if I can. Inspired and stepping on the shoulders of Joel Arthur Rosenthal here is your spotlight deal tonight. A 3-dimensional, arguably objet d'art. The way that this wears with its 3-dimensional properties, it's not a flat carving, it's a 3-dimensional carving. Think of everything you have that's 3-dimensional. It is a step up in quality. The curvature of those petals all the way around. That's why the light is bending and refracting within this. 15 seconds and we're about to do something very, very crazy on this one. Spotlight deal, by the way, is the deal of the day. It's got to be the best value that we can bring you the whole day over. Rachel. $39.99. Not $49.99. Before the show, Rachel and I were saying $49.99. That's going to be the deal of the day for a 3-dimensional sculpture, a wearable carving that you have got an opportunity for right now. And I'm saying absolutely, I love this on the ear, when you see that on the shot there. And thanks to our lovely Leah who modelled these earlier for me. And she was, you know what, I feel like an imposter wearing these earrings. I know the designer provenance. I know the Jar story now because we were talking about it. I'd never heard it before, but wearing, this is couture jewellery. Inspired by the darling of the Christie's world, those auction houses, Joel Arthur Rosenthal. I want you to really remember the name. Joel's been in the industry, by the way, for 25 years, but his client base is so small. You can't buy, if you go, oh, do you know what, Jake, actually, I just won the lottery. I quite fancy just going and buying the original jars. Where can I go and get them? You need to know someone who already buys from Jar in order to be able to be introduced to go. You can't just go, hey, Jar, I love those Jardinier earrings. Can I get a pair? No, is the answer to that question. It's crazy, this world. I've never heard anything like it before, and this is your chance right now to do this. Well, oh my goodness me, sorry, I've just been shown the phone lines. Can we just, I'm so sorry, I know we're trying, if I could just quickly show you the phone lines, because I've just seen, sorry, I'm so sorry for this. Okay, where do I even begin? Okay, let's start with the good news. Right, the good news, we've got a full column of names. Sharon, you've got your Jardinier. Don't worry, you don't have to know someone. You've got yours in the garnet. Well done. Colin, Catherine, Gloria, Nina, those 3-dimensional carvings that I was talking about, it's coming to you. We've got Barbara, we've got Margaret, Maureen, Luigi, we've got Jacqueline, Yvonne, we've got Bridget, we've got Marion, Anne, Alison, Jane, Cheryl, Susan, Henley-on-Thames. Lovely town. I absolutely love your town. Every single name I'm saying here right now, you have got a 3-dimensional, arguably mother-of-pearl objet coming your way, designer inspired. Okay, can we cross the line of fate? That's this line here. Line of fate. If you're on this side of the line of fate, it's not a good thing. By the way, a second column is building right now. It's not a good thing. You need to get your name off this list. If you see a 1, you're waiting in a phone line. The wait is more than a minute. Good luck. Good luck. You can join the wait, by the way, or you can navigate across, go on www.gemporia.com, put it in your basket, check out, shop on the app, check out. Look, this many people can't be wrong. But look, this is the weight on the phone lines right now. You can still do it, but you are fighting against each and every name you see here. If you see, look, international interest, international interest, international interest. If you see your name on this side, you need to try and check out immediately to get your name over there. I really urge you to do this quickly. This is Jardinier-inspired, three-dimensional objet d'art carving, and you can see, look at the mother of pearl. It's so iridescent. My goodness me, it's so iridescent. Those of you who are unfamiliar with Jar is the designer brand. It's eponymous, it's the acronym, it's his initials, Joel Arthur Rosenthal. He's known as the Fabergé of our time. He's still alive. He's one of the few jewelry icons who is living, so it's wonderful to be able to say that. And his signature, like Fabergé's signature is the imperial egg, his signature is carved florals. That's his signature in earrings, specifically in earrings. When he works in resin, not even mother of pearl, when he works in resin, Christie's retail them for over $100,000 US. And this is us really standing on the shoulders of Joel and saying, do you know what? You make some absolutely beautiful pieces of jewelry. We want to try and take that style, be inspired by your work, and share it with collectors who are passionate about jewelry but aren't on your shortlist of elites. Do you know what I'm going to have to say? Rachel, we're saying 5. I can see about 25 names. Do you mind if I just call this sold out, Rachel? Okay, sold out. Hold the lines. Hopefully you'll be successful. And what I'll do, I'm just going to move these here, because don't forget we had those 2 pairs, didn't we? So we had the garnets, we've got the amethyst. I do view them as a bit of a sweets. Look at the sophistication of this carving. Oh my goodness me. Seriously, the sophistication of this carving, it's delicate, it's like a lace, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning. Let me just, what I'm going to do, you can see the 2 pairs here. I'm just going to take this one away because I think this is sold out, or we've got two or 3 pairs left. Right? I'm just going to take that away. For all intents and purposes, that's sold out. Rachel, let's open the phone lines for the amethyst. We didn't give you an opportunity to pre-order. My estimate is, by the way, this is going to be the rarer of the 2 pairs. That's the more sought after. It's the one that is. Oh my goodness! Can you see? Look how fine the luster is on this mother of pearl. You literally can see the collet. That's the basket. We call that metal part around the amethyst here. We call that the basket, and you can see the collet literally reflecting. See here, it literally reflects through the luster of your mother of pearl. It's like a satellite dish beaming in, refracting the light into the center. I absolutely love them. Again, I am going to turn them to the side because this is not a two-dimensional design. Can you see look at the back of these earrings? I'm just going to take these off. Sorry. Look at the detail on the back. Look at, no one sees this. This is what fine jewelry is all about. It's all about attention to detail. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these back around for you. Our tribute to Joel Arthur Rosenthal. And I'm just going to close this back up. My goodness me. Rachel, again, I'm just going to kick us off for under £100. I don't want to panic anybody. And I promise you a little bit of, I promise you a little bit of information about these. I said, look, guys, there's a bit of a surprise, a bit of a red flag I need to raise for you. Right, the red flag, this amethyst is natural. It's natural Brazilian amethyst. Come back with me. Come, I'm so sorry. I am running my camera crew off their feet tonight. I'm so sorry. Come on over with me. Right? Remember I showed you about this amethyst. Now, this is from Brazil. And I showed you, I walked you over to the citrines, didn't I? Come back over with me. Come on. We're there. Let's just do it. Let's run around. We're running around the studio. We're using the whole studio tonight. I showed you these citrines. And I told you these had been in a huge oven to turn them into citrine. That's 100% true. Tell you what I didn't tell you. Come back over with me. Don't worry, there's going to be a camera. That's okay. This one here, has also been in the oven. So has over 95% of the amethyst in the market. Amethyst should always be assumed heated, unless you can trace it from the mine all the way through. When we saw this geode, we didn't know when it was mined. but we know it's been heated. We have, through a chain of custody program, followed these amethysts from the day they were mined 2.5 years ago. We know that these are completely unheated. They are that rarity, that miracle. Look at the flashes of red you're getting out of this. It's like a Moroccan amethyst down here. That's not hematite. That's the natural property of the amethyst itself. It's absolutely beautiful. Rachel, natural amethyst, it's so unheard of. We probably should be stopping around $99.99. I'm going to say straight down, please, $39.99. I'm going to match them. It's against all my better judgment. I know. Rachel's shouting at me. I know. Oh, she's not happy. Yeah, Rachel's really not happy with me. Look, Rachel, look, I'm happy. Can I show you who else is happy? A lot of people are happy. Come and have a look. I've literally just gone. Christine in Leicester, thank you so much for your trust. Christine in Leicester was involved straight away in this auction. Catherine in Derbyshire. The vast majority of names, genuine collectors that you see on your screen right now, they were involved at $99.99. Essentially, everyone pays a final closing price. We're giving them £60 back. £60 back to Fiona, £60 back to Dorothy, back to Alison, back to Jasmine, back to Susan, back to Jacqueline, Margaret, Maria, and so on and so forth. Huge congratulations to every single one of you acquiring these right now. This is inspired by Jar, one of the greatest jewellery designers of our time. We're building a second column of names. We're about to complete a second column of names, actually. There isn't a chance for you right now. You see 19 opportunities. Those are 19 genuine chances. Yes, there is a big wait on the phone lines. Get yourself in it. This is your chance to acquire Jardinier, our tribute to Jar's incredible legacy. Yes, it's a legacy that normally costs 10, 20, 40, up to $100,000+ at Christie's auction house. But this is our opportunity right now together to get a piece of jewellery history. Diana's just come in and gone, delighted to have natural amethyst in my collection. Beautiful earrings. Thanks, Jake. Diana, thank you. Thank you so much for messaging in. I love it when you message into the show. Rachel, keep the message. I love hearing from our collectors, including this one from Kent saying, wow, thanks, Jake. No, Ken, I'm just going to throw that back to you. Thank you. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your support. I love our community and I love serving you. And Mark and Lisa says, wow, I'm very happy, Jake. Thank you so much. Do you know what? I want to play Find the Name game again. Look at our collectors. I'm going to try and find Mark and Jane in this list. Come and have a look over here with me. Remember, every single name we see here are collectors acquiring these. And Mark and Lisa, who just messaged in, are just here right now. Huge congratulations, Mark and Lisa. You can see you are in very, very good company as we build to a third column of names. Now, I can see, and Mark and Lisa are just here in the Find the Name game. There's Mark and Lisa, who just messaged in. If you want to message in, you can do so on the app, you can do so on the website. This is your competition. We've got 3 pairs still left against all those. Do you know what, Rach? I'm going to call that sold out. We've got 25 minutes, and I want to bring you a big deal. I want to end this show. I hope you found this show fun. I found this show lots of fun. Rachel, how many pairs of the garnet have we got left? 4 pairs. And of the amethyst? 2 pairs. I'll let you know. Right, what I'm going to show you first, because I've got for you a rarity that I cannot replace. In fact, I actually had a phone call on Monday with one of my network in Thailand. And I had, in Kanchanaburi, a place that I've been going to for many, many years. I went there once right at the very beginning of my career. And then after that, I went, my most recent trip was in 2022, November 2022. And Kanchanaburi is a really interesting place in Thailand because it's very remote, and yet it's a hugely significant place for the gem trade because it used to be host to some of the largest sapphire mines on the planet. Unfortunately, those mines have now been completely exhausted. But when they were trying to prospect for other gemstones there, they found black spinel. And we've all just talked about how much I love Jar, how much I love Joel Arthur Rosenthal and his Jardinier collection. He has got another piece though that has been auctioned. And that other piece was this one here that I'm going to share with you. This other piece isn't still inspired by nature, not by the foliage though, but instead by animals, in specifically the caterpillar. In 2021, unlike the signature piece, the earrings, this was a one of a kind. It was owned by a collector on the west coast of the United States, Rodeo Drive. And it was a black diamond caterpillar bracelet. Named Caterpillar because of the way that Jar had structured and set the bracelet to have that 3D element that I said is the true hallmark of any high jewelry world. And I said to our design team, I want to recreate it. They turned around to me and was like, no. No chance. Absolutely no possibility. We're not doing it in black diamonds. Okay, fine. We'll do it in black spinel. We launched this piece. Those of you who are watching on Sunday evening, we launched this piece on Sunday evening. Monday morning, I had a call with my Thai buyers asking for more black spinel. And I got a bit of a schooling. I'm not too proud to admit it. I don't profess to know everything in the gem trade. But I did get a bit of a schooling. And I want to share with you that very schooling. This is what my Thai buyer told me when I said I want to recommission the caterpillar bracelet in Thai natural black spinel.
สวัสดีครับคุณเจคก็จริงๆแล้วตลาดมันเปลี่ยนแต่ที่คุณอยู่นะผมคิดว่าคุณไม่ต้องเกาใจว่า50 ปีที่แล้วคุณไปหาของไม่ได้นะที่บอกพลอยแล้วว่าตอนนั้นแค่ 20% เราใช้ได้ตลาดมันเปลี่ยนปัจจุบันคุณเข้าไปตลาดตอนนี้เรากลับไป14 ปีแล้วคุณเข้าไปตลาดตอนนั้นเขาจะเรียกของเป็นไม้เก่าปัจจุบันถ้าคุณหาของในตลาดมันโคตรยากนะครับเพราะว่าบอพลอยมันผิดบอพลอยขึ้นไปที่บอพลอยปัจจุบันคุณจะหาพลอยไม่ได้คุณจะเห็นในสนามกอล์ฟคุณจะไปตกปลาได้เลยครับสวยมากที่บอพลอยสุดท้ายคุณอยากไปบอพลอยไปเที่ยวไม่ได้ไปหาพลอยแล้วถ้าคุณไปที่นู่นคุณจะเห็นไม้เก่าเขาใช้เป็นบังเกอร์กอล์ฟนะครับปัจจุบันเขาใช้เป็นสนามตกปลานะครับส่วนจริงๆแล้วถ้าคุณเข้าไปประเทศไทยแล้วคุณอยากไปสปินเนลมันจะยากมากส่วนใหญ่ถ้าคุณเข้าไปปัจจุบันผมว่าคุณไปซื้อเพชรดำปัจจุบันดังมากทุกคนอยากได้ขายไม่ง่ายแล้วจริงๆแล้วถ้าคุณหาสปินเนลที่ประเทศไทยของนี้ไม่ใช่ไม้เก่าของนี้มันจะเป็นไม้โคตรเก่ามากนะครับโชคดีเราคุยกัน
I got an absolute telling off from our network in Thailand because they just said, look, you're out of date. You're out of date. You're thinking about black spinel as this black diamond alternative. You're thinking of black spinel as this affordable, abundant alternative to diamonds. And you've got it the wrong way round. Beau Ploy was the most significant source of black spinel the world unearthed. But it was that in the 1980s when I first entered the trade, and it's always about that first impression. When I first entered the trade, the tail end of that mining was still functional. it was still a genuine contender to be an alternative to black diamonds back then. Now, my Thai contacts are saying I'd be better off recreating this design in black diamond. Because the black spinel, and they say it in the recording, the black spinel is both rarer and easier to offer than the black spinel. Black diamond is more abundant and easier to offer than black spinel. I'm going to do something we never do here. I'm going to share with you a spotlight deal from the weekend. I've got for you an entire suite here, but you are going to have to be quick. If you got yours at the weekend, I want you to message in. I want you to let me know. This was so popular at the weekend, we immediately moved to try to source more for you. I've got the last few chances. We immediately tried to do it, and you've just seen my attempts there shot down. I've got a bracelet for you, and we've got a necklace, and we've got about 15 minutes for me to try and bring you both deals. Let's go. It's actually easier for me to try to recommission this caterpillar necklace and bracelet suite. It's easier for me to do it in black diamonds than it is this natural black spinel. Beau ploy, they mined this material in a part of Canterbury called beau ploy. That is completely finished now. Oh my goodness me. Look, these are not chips. These are not nuggets. These are entirely hand faceted. Look at the luster. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this necklace off the bust here for you. Look at the luster you are getting. How many facets do you think are on each and every one of these hand drilled, hand faceted Thai black spinels from beau ploy? This is look at the luster we're getting here. This is so special, this material, and it is old mine. We're talking at least 1980s. And I want to show you again that caterpillar necklace. Look at, you can see why it's called caterpillar, because as I twist this round, it's a three-dimensional necklace. They are strung in this almost triple helix formation, which gives this a depth of quality to it. My goodness me. Rachel, in black diamonds, this is $50,000 from Jar. And the market thinks it's easier to get in black diamonds. We've put the bracelet on pre-order. You can complete the suite. My advice, by the way, would be to go for the necklace and 2 of the bracelets. Stack the bracelet up. Rachel, can you call the contact center before I do anything on price? I know what I'm going to do on price, but before I do anything on price, can you please call the contact center? I want to add a bracelet and a necklace to my order. I'm buying this right now because I know the deal I'm going to be doing for you, and that's the deal I want. It's going to be better than staff cost. Right, okay. I just can't believe this. 63 carats of micro-faceted. Look at the, it's like paparazzi. I've got Denise Kim, I've got Delari, I've got Anne, I've got Marianne, I've got Amanda. Right. Rachel, very conscious of time. Kick us off. We're not talking $50,000 like the Jar Caterpillar. I can't stress this enough. It's easier for me to replicate it in black diamonds than it is from black spinel moving forward. We have all. And I include, look, we have all. And I include myself in this. We've all got to change our thinking on black spinel. Did you think black spinel was an affordable and abundant alternative to black diamond? Because if you did, I did too. I did too. I've got to confess, I did too. I don't know everything. I did too. But that's why I have a network. Because across the world, 73 mines are better than one. And that's why I'm so fortunate to have such a great team. And they will talk candidly to me. And they will say, Jake, with deepest respect, you are out of date. Bring yourself up to the current market where black spinel is both rarer and more expensive than black diamonds in these sizes. Rachel, under £100, please, straight away. First crash. Rachel, I want a 60-second countdown. I want a 60-second countdown because I'm about to do something crazy on this one. If you watched on Sunday, have you already got your piece? If you do, message in. I want you to message in. I want you to let everyone know what a special... Rachel and I were looking at this going, no, surely not. Surely not. That is not acceptable for the quality of jewellery this is. In terms of deal, I cannot replace this. And I'll be honest, I'm in real two minds. I'm in real two minds because I know we can't replace it. And I don't want this to not be in our jewellery box anymore. Oh. Oh. Suzanne's got this. She said, look, I got two. I got two of each. I want to layer the necklaces. I also have a black spinel pendant. Which pendant I can... with a pendant I can add on. That is a very, very luxurious look there, Suzanne. Now, let's be really clear. I do not in any way agree with this price. I don't think this is a fair valuation of the piece of jewellery. Rachel, $14.99. And do you know what I'm going to do, Rachel? I'm going to give collectors 2 minutes to get involved. 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes, that's it. Then I'm taking the deal away. And we're going to move on to the bracelet. $14.99. I can tell you right now, I can't even come close to replacing it. I don't know why they did that on Sunday. I am furious with Hattie that she did that on Sunday night. But I am matching it only because I've got collectors watching tonight. Who will be adding more to their order because they've got it home and gone, that's amazing. 2 minutes. Genuinely, that's it. And in 1 minute's time, Christy, if you could just start that 60 seconds for me. This is not a £14.99 piece of jewellery. I am fuming with Hattie that she's devalued this gemstone in this way. Monday morning, I tried to source more because it is not doing justice to jar. It is not doing justice to the quality of the gem material. And I immediately called up my Thai team and said, I want to recreate this. We need to get the pricing right on this one. Look, you're in the past. You're living in the past. This is old mine black spinel. Rachel, sorry, you're absolutely right. Rachel said, Jake, what's the length on this one? Let me quickly get my ruler of truth. I want to talk about anything other than the price. Forget that's there. Forget it's there. Ridiculous price. Right. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to go there. Rachel, it is 16 to 18 inches. 16 to 18 inches. There's the weight on the phone lines. Okay, if you are in the wait, and there's 101 of you waiting right now, add the bracelet. Just tell the contact centre, look, complete my suite by 2. You've got to be quick. Do you know what I'm going to do, Rachel? Right, I'm going to keep the necklace here. I will keep you posted. 101 people waiting. That is not hanging around. Rachel, let's move the bracelet straight away. We're going to go into it. We have got 3 sizes available right now. We've got a 6-inch, we've got an 8-inch, we've got a 7-inch. Rachel? $9.99. Can I just point out a few things, by the way? Those you go $9.99. Oh, it's chips and nuggets. Come and have a look at this. It is not chips and nuggets. This is precision microfaceting. Every single, look at all these facets. Tell me if not one of them is a kite shape. Every single, can you see any facet here that is not kite shaped? This is just, look at the refraction you're getting from this, reflection you're getting from this material. The luster is extraordinary. And then you go, okay, so if they're not chips then, Jake, it's on a nice stretchy, yeah? No! No, it is not on a stretchy. This is on a sterling silver. Look, you've got the beautiful signature G shield there. It is on a sterling silver, excellent clasp that you've got here. Robust lobster. It's quite it's almost oversized lobster actually, so it's nice and easy to use. Sizing, it goes from 6 inches to 7, 7 inches to 8, or 8 inches to 9. 8 inches to 9 will be the size that sells out quickest. You can see the call screen going on right now. This has got to be one of the busiest auctions that we've done. And I'm going to tell you right now, $24.99, $17.99. That's what it should be. $24.99. It's not Rachel. Rachel, can you just ask that question again one more time? Sorry, hang on. Go on. Okay, just so you're aware, can we just show Rachel quickly? Yeah. Rachel's our senior buyer. Rachel's our senior buyer going, how's that possible? It's not. It's not. I don't mind sharing with you. This should not be happening. The only reason I'm doing it is because it was done on Sunday night, and I now know that we can't replace it, because Monday morning, my whole approach Monday morning was, look, we've got to try and source some more, and we've got to find a price that works a little bit for Gemporia on this. And the guys in Thailand just went, no chance. It's not going to happen. So let's just all move on and forget that the caterpillar bracelet ever happened, yeah? 8 inches. We've got just 6 chances remaining. There's the board, by the way. Full compliment. Manjeet in Lanarkshire. I've got some good news now, right? I need to just, what do you call, ground yourself? You know, when you just go, okay. Usa. Manjeet, welcome. We don't normally do this. We don't normally do $9.99 for 25 carats of black spinel. But Manjeet, well, what our loss, and it is absolutely your gain. Oh, Mark Elise, thank you so much for your kind words. Look, I've had an outstanding time with you, and I think we've seen some beautiful jewellery. We have gone and had a lot of fun with the pricing, haven't we? But the pleasure is all mine. I love this community. I love hearing from you. I do need to put a warning out there, though. Sorry, 8 inches has sold out. 8 inches has sold out. The 6 inch now, by the way, is racing to a sellout. That is going to sell out very, very quickly. And the reason it's going to do is, again, if we can study the wallboard, but I don't just want you to see how many people are there. I want you to have a look at how many people are not stopping at 1. 2s, 3s, 4s. I've seen a 5 on there earlier. I've got, I think that's the highest I've seen is a 5. But at $9.99, why not? I'm not going to say that number again. I find it too triggering. There is no way 25 carats. It should be at this kind of value. Alison's just messaged in. Oh no, you're most welcome, Alison. Thank you so much. You're the star. You are the star, and I genuinely believe, heartfelt, every single collector who's been messaging in. Thank you so much. You've made my evening. It's been lovely talking to you. And Suzanne, thank you so much. I will try and come on the show more often. I certainly will. I've had a lot of fun tonight, so thank you so much for being so welcoming. Diana said, look, I've been with Gemporia since 2015, so I appreciate you all. Diana, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. That's coming up to 9 years of support, Diane, and we love every moment with you. So thank you so much for being part of our wonderful, wonderful community. We are racing to start. Rachel, how do you... Waits on the phone lines approximately, what, 2 minutes? Maximum 2 minutes. If you can do the app or the web, please do. Of course, this is racing to a sellout. We started with about 500 of these. We've got 64 at the last count. 500 to 64. I'm not surprised. It's genuinely one of those things I just want to forget ever happened. But it's great news for everyone who's done it. Matilda, Christine, Evelyn, Kathleen, Elizabeth, we've got Irene and Mervyn, we've got Vera, we've got Roseanne. Huge well done to every single collector who's been successful tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I do want to tell you a few things that are coming up. I know tomorrow morning they've got a Aquapraise show. In the meantime, do me a favour, go on Levian Eddie's website, Eddie Levian, another living legend of the jewellery industry. Huge respect for my friend Eddie and what he's doing over there in New York. Go on his website. He's just released his Trend 25 lookbook. It's in there. It's in there. I think it's in there now for the 4th year running. No other gem's done that. No other gem's done that, by the way. 3rd or 4th year running. It's been in there every single time. It can't move because it's moving too quickly for him in New York and here in the United Kingdom as well. Do you know he sometimes gets really cross? I don't know if I should say this. Yeah, I should. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. Eddie gets really cross because he's basically managed to tie up an global exclusivity on Aquapraise everywhere except for us. And he's furious about it. He's absolutely furious about it. And he's constantly going, look, what's it going to take for you guys to stop offering Aquapraise so that I've got global exclusivity on it? We're not doing it. Although I might accept it when we've run out, which is very, very close. So we've got Aquapraise coming up, and we've also got this candle which has taken the office by storm. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, oh my gosh. Beautiful. Vanilla latte. I mean, we're not talking a coffee candle. We're talking, it feels like you're in the most luxurious, sensual roasting house when you light this one. I absolutely love it. When's this launching? Oh, thank you very much. Friday evening with the lovely Adina, who's coming back from a very well-earned holiday. So we're very excited to welcome Adina back. I'm sure you'll be joining her show with her on Friday evening. And I'm just going to say thank you and well done. Oh my gosh, right, okay, so we started this with just under 500. We've currently got 31. 31, because the phone lines are still chock-a-block. I can see Susan, your wait is about to end. Don't worry, I feel so terrible for you. Your wait is about to end, I promise, as is yours, Michael, Karen, Angelique. We've got an anonymous bidder who's it's their first purchase. Make sure you check out. Well done, everyone who's been successful. Can I just say thank you so much? We're about to celebrate our 20th birthday in 7 weeks' time. It's going to be so exciting. We're going to be sending invitations out to it. I can't wait to invite you to what our lineup is. We've got something really, really special. But I do want to say thank you so much. I love our community. I genuinely feel the luckiest man in the world to be able to share my passion and share it with such a wonderful community. Thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you for your support. I want to thank our team as well. We've had the wonderful Christy and as part of our buyers takeover, Rachel there. Thank you so much to the whole team on cameras as well. I wish you a very good night.
What we did on the necklace. We've talked about the same collectors being part of this, collecting their suite, getting this opportunity. We've also said, by all means, if maybe you don't want to get the necklace, but you wanted to get the bracelet, you just wanted a piece of this, then we're making it available. Unfortunately, we don't have a bigger quantity. So if you got the necklace and you want the bracelet, there's a chance. But if you didn't get the necklace and you want the bracelet, you could miss out if you're not on the phone lines early. I am saying to you, I am not done at $99.99. You're probably most likely going to miss out at this point, unless you're quick. We do have a wishlist service which you're more than welcome to use. Right now I know there's a queue, so if you can use our web or the app, that's probably going to be your best chance at securing this in a prompt manner, in making sure you are successful. We don't have the big quantities we've kind of become accustomed to with some of our jade offerings, where we say we've got 200 or 250 or 300 in some rare instances. We've got double figure quantity.